Hey YouTube, good morning. I've got home for a day, gonna try to do some filming before I head out of town again on version 10.69.3, and I am gonna try some pre-dawn, it's dawn now, but it's dark, unprotected left-hand turns here on the famous turn. So the lighting is lower, headlights are still on. Let's kind of see what kind of performance difference we get, if any. I'd hoped to be out here a few minutes ago, but I was having some trouble getting all of my cameras going. This one looks like it's wide open from the left and very busy from the right. So it needs to go into the median here and wait, and it did a good job there. Okay, great. So I'm gonna turn on the repeater there for you to see, and now here's a good gap, it should just go. Perfect. So that was a good one. I don't know if you saw any differences there with the cameras and the screens, but obviously I'm visually seeing headlights more than I'm seeing physical cars at this time of day. So that was kind of the objective, to see the differences. And obviously if there was a car without its headlights on, that would be a very interesting use case. Let's see if we can get a few more done. All right, here we go, round two. A little bit different traffic scenario this time, I think. I have some more opposing traffic from the left this time. Got the creep limit and the medians all as usual. Oh, we got a lot of cars to wait for here, so it needs to just be patient. But this is very interesting. I can see a lot more cars than are being visualized, but I'm obviously looking a lot further. It's doing a pretty good job. I'm just trying to... Okay, there's a little bit of a gap here, and I would go for this gap right now. Please commit. There we go. There's a commit, and now we need to go to the median and wait. There's a little pay attention to the road, didn't have my hand on the wheel. This is a good spot to wait. This is great. Okay. We're gonna have to sit here for a little bit. Oh, don't go, don't go. That was interesting. Oh, maybe, oh wow. I wonder if it was scooting up to get out of the lane there. Let's really take a look at that, because it started to go, it felt like, but actually what it may have been doing was ensuring itself was in the median as that oncoming emergency vehicle was approaching. And I've got one more car in the left lane, and it could go now, but it's got two more cars in the middle and the right lane that it looks like it's still waiting for. And there's the last car in the far lane, and now it's proceeding. That was a really, really good turn. And especially because I think it nudged further into the median as an oncoming emergency vehicle was kind of approaching, you know, towards the rear end of my car. That was interesting, because there definitely was not a gap for it to proceed into the oncoming traffic, so it had to have been just scooting up. Really, really good. Let's try another one. All right, here we go, round three. This rush hour traffic is working out good this morning because it's got some nice gaps, but it definitely has some good waiting scenarios. All right, we got a lot of traffic from the left. Got a couple tiny little gaps it should not go for. It's good, it's not moving at all. I got a creep limit here. It's nice and staggered where I would not be proceeding at all, and it looks like it's being patient. I'm seeing a lot more cars than are being visualized though. Okay, here's a tiny gap it should not go for. Don't go, don't go. Ooh, it took off its brake, but then it waited. That was one I think it might have gone for on the previous build. Another tiny nudge there, and then it waited, and its patience is gonna win out here, because now here's the gap. Ready, set, go. Okay, I need a commit there, and it didn't give me the commit, but now we're going into the right. It needs to wait in the median. Perfect. Wow, that's great. Okay, there's no gaps here, so it just needs to be patient. And I got about another 4 cars to go. Now here's a small gap. It could go right about now in the left lane. And look at it. Oh yeah. Let's see what kind of acceleration it gives me right there. Oh, and there it came in a little bit later. There's a release note that talks about longitudinal acceleration being relative to the cars around it. And I know James Dalma talked about it a little bit, thinking it was about slowing down for cars. I'm hoping that release note is about accelerating in front of cars also that are coming up behind you very fast to avoid any rear end collision risks. So that was a little bit of that, but I didn't have a car right behind me. A few more use cases, maybe we'll figure this out. So it's getting a little bit brighter. We still got some headlights on these cars, but I think we can knock out a few more. All right, here we go. I think this is round 4. Might be losing count a little bit. And we will keep on going. I'm getting more and more confident with where it's stopping right now. Okay, we got a great big gap here from the left and the right, so this should be a roller. I don't always like to give it these easy ones, but let's see if it decides to continue to roll. But hey, it demonstrated its lateral control and its acceleration without a pause in a scenario where there was no traffic, which means the latency is okay. It's not pausing in unnecessary spots. So that was another good one in a very easy scenario, but with different lighting conditions that I haven't done many tests on. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple more before the light comes up. All right, here we go again. Let's see what we get. We do have a lead car here that's doing an unprotected left in front of us, so we get to watch them try to jump across the road. And for those of you that know about these blinkers, if you see my blinkers in the dark, I've got the light bleed through. This is a very early March 2020 Model Y that has the bleed through issue on the camera. All right, it needs to wait. It's got a tiny gap. It should not go right now. Good, it waited for that. And then we have a very large gap. Ready, set, go. Slower acceleration than I would have liked. It should not pause in the median here. We got a nice clear opening, and bam. All right, that was 2 pretty easy ones, but that one had a slight pause and a little bit of a lead car. Yeah, but what I was telling you is about my blinkers. I don't know if you can see, the light's coming up, but I have this bleed through. The original cameras, repeater cameras on this version of the car has a tiny little hole in the circuit board that allows some light bleed through. There is an upgrade for them. I put in a service request, but Tesla wants like $300 for that. So I'm gonna kind of wait and see if we get any upgraded hardware with hardware 4 before I pay $300 for cameras. That's just a little bit of a nuisance. I don't know that it has any behavioral effects on the car having that bleed through or not. I've never witnessed it. It definitely is annoying though. Let me know in the comments below if any of you have ever had those cameras replaced to fix that bleed through and were not charged by Tesla, because maybe there's another way for me to do it. All right, we'll try a few more. Okay, here we are again, another couple lead cars, but these cars are turning right into the traffic. Looks like we might have a little bit of a gap here. Let's see what happens when we get to our spot. Oh, some cars are starting to turn their headlights off. Okay, stop. Right there. Okay, there's a nice gap here from the left. It should go now. Give me some acceleration. Give me. Okay, a little bit of a right turn. Coming left, it needs to wait. There's a car in the middle lane. I could have gone for the left lane, but I knew that it wasn't going to go for it because it seems to like to make sure that all the lanes are open in case one of those cars is changing lanes there. So yeah, you know, I felt a little different. I felt a little bit more of a right turn into the pose in the median that time than the previous ones, but it did it again. You guys have been working hard on this Tesla Vision, Tesla AI. I know you've been a little bit distracted with maybe some Twitter code, but I appreciate your work on this. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do today. I think we got 100%. Obviously, I did not intervene at all today. There were a couple times I was worried I was going to have to with the acceleration it used to cross the roads. It made good decisions on when to go. I was happy with how it worked today. I tested it in pre-dawn for the first time. Let me know what you guys think about this. It's a little harder to kind of get the lighting and the traffic just right. But I think this was beneficial. So this is version 10.69.3. We've been waiting on for a while, and the unprotected left turns feel really, really solid. We'll see if we can get some other film today. Have a great day.